Hello, welcome to Thor Talk, the show all about Marvel's resident God of Thunder. On this episode of Thor Talk, the Avengers find themselves trapped in their dreams by Nightmare. As they are tormented by nightmares of their worlds being destroyed, Vision and the Scarlet Witch face the Twilight Court. Wanda and Vision are powerful, but severely outnumbered. They cannot win, but can only hope that Thunder can break through the veil of eternal sleep and free the Avengers. Let's see how it all plays out on Thor Talk.
I am Thor the Thunderer, son of Odin, prince of Asgard, and this world is under my protection.
Avengers number 8 was written by Jed MacKay and was published in December of 2023. There came a day when Earth's mightiest heroes found themselves united against a common threat. On that day, the Avengers failed. The Vision lies dead in the Scarlet Witch's arms. Tears stream down her face. He will be avenged. The universe is dead. They will avenge it. The god strikes first, and soon the rest follow. They throw everything they have at their foe. They know it will not be enough. They know that they will lose. But still, they fight. They die, one by one. And the witch hears. Wait, what about the witch? Who is speaking? Undone by my own sense of the theatrical. Wanda realizes that this isn't real. This is a trick. She's half right. It is a trick. But just because it's a trick doesn't mean it can't be real. Nightmare removes Wanda from his dream realm as she screams his name. She awakes to see the Avengers are alive, but also asleep. Nightmare has them under his control, all trapped except the one who does not sleep. Wanda embraces the Vision, but while the Avengers slept, they came. The Twilight Court has come to bring an end to Kang the Conqueror, but the Avengers cannot let Kang die yet, because they still have need of him. Wanda and Vision attempt to fend off the Twilight Court, but they are outnumbered. They are 2, and the Twilight Court is 7. They cannot win, but Wanda has a plan. In the dream realm, the god is filled with despair. As the cosmos dies, so too does Asgard. As does Manhattan, Wakanda, the impossible city, the dream. But the voice of the witch reaches the god's ears. Thor, Odin's son, this is not real, Thor. You are dreaming, trapped by Nightmare. Awaken, we need you. Wanda? A dream. Nightmare, you have taken a terrible liberty. What? You are gaining control of the dream, Thunder God? How are you? My friends are some of the mightiest mortals ever assembled. But they are mortals. Like all mortals, they are at the mercy of their dreams. But I am a god. And what is a god if not a dream that mortals have ever been at the mercy of? Avengers, assemble! The walls of the dream realm are shattered. Wanda has cast her spell, and now they try to fend off their opponents as long as they can. Meanwhile, Thor has shattered Nightmare's deception and brought the Avengers together. But this is the extent of his power. He is a god of the storm, not of dreams. Dreams are Nightmare's domain. He admits that he underestimated Thor, but no one will escape his realm unless he allows it. Tony Stark asks what Nightmare wants. Respect. Respect. He has been wronged by Jean Grey and General Strange. He is the Midnight Leviathan, the Fear Lord, and he will be respected. What do you require of us, Nightmare? Oh, very little. I want your surrender. I want you to say that I have won, that I have beaten the Avengers. Immediately, Black Panther, Captain Marvel, and Iron Man reject this demand. The Avengers don't surrender, and they never will. That is all? Truly? Then take it with my compliments, Nightmare. You win. I do not understand. I humble you, all of you, and you laugh. I have greater obligations than to my pride, Nightmare. Wanda and Vision are in peril of some sort, and they need us. So I speak for the Avengers. You have won. Return us to the waking world, Fear Lord, as per your requirement. And when victory is ours, you and I will have words about your true interest. Wanda and Vision have fought valiantly, but are outnumbered. Not for long, though. The Avengers are awake. The scales are balanced. They will not fall. This episode of Thor Talk was sponsored by Viking Jewelry. To celebrate Yule, anyone who purchases an item from their first line collection will receive a free pendant, and you can also use my code THORTALK to receive 10% off the entire store. This issue was yet another great addition to Jed MacKay's run, and contained two great Thor moments. First, Thor manages to break free of the illusion with Wanda's help, and was then able to completely shatter the deception and unite the Avengers. This was a really cool moment and a big reason why I decided to cover this particular issue. When Wanda is in need of reassembling the Avengers and she has only time for one spell, she without hesitation uses it on Thor, addressing him by name. This shows an immense amount of respect from Wanda for Thor's power and intelligence, which we will soon see was well earned. I loved hearing the way Thor addresses Nightmare the moment he realizes what is going on. He makes it abundantly clear that Nightmare has overstepped by putting Thor in a dream world. He also makes an interesting comment on why his status as a god makes it a particularly bad idea for Nightmare to trap him. Mortals have long been captivated by their dreams, both the goals that they wish to achieve and what they imagine. But gods themselves are among the strongest dreams to ever grip mankind's hearts. Gods are otherworldly beings that are often unseen, but mankind still imagines them to be out there, and they dedicate enormous portions of their lives to these dreams. They sacrifice to these gods for good harvest, and even make war in their name. They calm themselves during a storm by reassuring themselves that the thunder is not something to be feared, but the sound of Thor battling their enemies far away. Thor is not subject to dreams, but is instead among the strongest of them. I thought that this would be all Thor would contribute to getting the Avengers out, but I was surprised to see Thor actually get to complete the freeing of the Avengers in another amazing moment. Nightmare says he will only free the Avengers if they surrender, and they immediately reject this idea. But Thor has a completely different reaction. He laughs at only needing to do something as simple and easy as humble himself for the sake of Nightmare's pride. This demonstrates a lot of growth for Thor as a character. Without hesitation, he sets aside his pride because he recognizes there are far more important responsibilities that he has. He sees it as the most simple thing he could possibly do and doesn't care if Nightmare can boast about beating him. He's come a long way from the arrogant prince who was banished to Earth because he lacked humility. Despite Nightmare claiming that he humbled Thor, the moment that Thor laughs in his face and shows that, unlike Nightmare, he doesn't care anything about something as petty as his own pride, it becomes abundantly clear that Thor has humbled Nightmare as well. There was also that nice tease at the end where Thor makes it clear that he's not convinced of Nightmare's claims, and this discussion is not over. Regardless, Nightmare does honor his word by freeing the Avengers so they can save their allies, and I'm excited to see how MacKay's run continues to play out. Well, that's all for this episode of Thor Talk. I hope you enjoyed it. I haven't talked much about Jed MacKay's Avengers run, but I have really been enjoying it as it's been progressing, and I think that any Thor fan, or fan of the Avengers in general, should pick it up. Well, with that being said, see you next time on Thor Talk, where
You'll be holding